Happy Monday and happy 2022. I always note, since I always make personal note, and since I don't have many unexpressed thoughts, I tend to make a public note that there's a big difference in the last 48 hours in terms of our mindset, that very sort of, it's an old year and we're sleepy and winding down, and now this is, it's a new day, it's a new week, it's a new year, and on we charge. So at the end of last week, at the end of last year, I was reflecting on some lessons from Jericho, and in particular on our need for silence. Today, I want to reflect on our part in redemption, the plan of redemption. So there's more here. I thought about talking a little bit more about perseverance, because I'm just sympathetic with Joshua and the command that he's given to tell the people to march around Jericho, and then to do it again the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. It seems like such a silly plan that it would be a little bit embarrassing to be trying to get everybody to do this rather silly thing, and then the last day they have to go around it 6 times. But sometimes we simply have to wait for God to show up. Like, we've got nothing else, and we need to be obedient. So there's that. Jericho wasn't conquered in a day. Persevere, it's not a bad word for a new year. But what I want to note more specifically is God has a redemption plan, and sometimes you're not going to see it in your own life. Rahab, the prostitute we mentioned before, she's the one that the spies went to. She spares them, hides them, helps them. Consequently, when Jericho falls, they make sure that she and her family are cared for. She then shows up, as I noted, in Jesus' genealogy. Here she is, so many ways, a scandalous person. She shows up in Jesus' genealogy and is important. We don't always understand what God is doing. We don't always see his plan. Sometimes the plan may not be clear for generations to come. Perhaps, I think likely in heaven, we understand this, how God has interwoven everything together. I'm amazed, I've said this before, I'm amazed the more I study the Bible, the more I see that it's just so consistently and intricately woven together, and the more you push, the more you see that. So we have to trust the plan even if we don't always understand it. We are part of a bigger redemptive story. I want to encourage you in 2022 to play your part in God's unfolding plan. Have a good day.